Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at one of the most consistent teams I've used in the Master Premier, and that is going to be Primarina, Excadrill, and Shadow Snorlax here. Now folks, I am going to have several videos kind of highlighting each one of these Pokemon in their, I wouldn't say their best positions here, but we're just going to separate it into three parts because I had 5 hours worth of footage. I did all my sets, okay, and we've got some more to do today. So if you can give this video a thumbs up, I really do appreciate it. If you just bear with me while we get these PvP videos out, and then we'll be hitting the news yet again come Monday, and you can expect that. All right, so if there's anything nonsense going on, better believe that I'm going to be covering it. But with that said, we're going to be having the Primarina equipped as best buddy, so it is going to be 100% IV level 51 here. And then we're going to have not 100% Excadrill. It's pretty good. It's level 50 though. Same with the Snorlax, level 50 as well. And let's have a little fun here, okay? So Primarina is absolutely going to be, I'm going to have to say, one of the best leads for Master Premier. If you encounter a Gyarados or a Dragon, or I don't know, a Primarina with Waterfall, that was out there quite a bit, you're going to be looking good. Even a Togekiss is going to be a decent lead for you, as you're going to be able to hit that charge move, Disarming Voice, before they do. All right, with that said, let's get into this here. So we're met with a Vaporeon. All right. I was kind of laughing for a second, but don't underestimate Vaporeon. The thing is a bit of a tank, and it does have a decent bit of a punch to it, especially if it does hit you with that last resort, as you've seen there. But we are going to be able to resist the water gun, so I figure we can let that first charge move go here. They've used one shield, and at this point I'm thinking, all right, we'll let this go and just farm them down. I'll let them win swap. Sure, we'll bring in our Excadrill. We got rid of the water type, right? So what do we need to worry about? A freaking fighter, of course. And yes, we will be weak to fighting in the back. And we will extremely not like to see a, well, Machamp for sure. But what I'm going to be commonly seeing is a hack source at the end with counter, which is going to dominate us here. So let's see what we can do and hopefully pull off these very iffy situations towards the end here. Superpowering the Mamoswine, and that Machamp's health is getting a little bit low. All we really need to do is get this shield here. Excadrill is going to be able to hit a charge move. They cannot farm us down, and we take the win with Lick, as they were trying to get to 2 cross chops. Moving it on to the next battle, we're going to be met with a Gyarados. Like I was saying, this is one of the best leads for you, period. That Dragonite, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing, folks. Let's keep it going here. But you better believe it. If you're thinking, wow, this team did so well for you. Did you rank up, or what's going on, Poke? Did you do it? Well, yeah, I mean, we went 5-0, 4-1, 4-1, and then like 3-2. And then we went 0-5, 1-5, 0-5. You're like, how the hell did that happen? Well, it just all of a sudden Magnezone started appearing, and then the fighter behind them. So things got a little rough. We already know how it goes in Go Battle League if you win too many times. But anyways, back into the fight here. What do we got going on? We got that Gyarados back at it. We're not going to go down. We're actually, we barely, I thought I'd barely survive. Goldingo! Okay, yeah, that could be a tricky one. You essentially one-shot them with Drill Run. You survive the Shadow Ball. You will be one-shotted by Focus Blast. So just know if you have full health and they've built up to a Shadow Ball, you'll survive that. So just take note. Next battle, we're met with a Mamoswine. This is a fine lead here. We do need to look out for high horsepower. That is going to be hitting like a son of a gun. That is for sure. And they're going straight for that. But here's the thing. We'll be able to outpace them when they get to their next Avalanche. So they wanted to shield that up. Okay, they let it go for perfect. Bringing in their Togekiss, and we are 2 shields. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Excadrill. I was kind of thinking about what they could have had in the back. Maybe Snorlax wouldn't have been as good for us, but we're just going to go ahead and bring an Excadrill here and go to town. It looks like we're swapping into Snorlax to absorb an Ancient Power or whatever they're going to throw at us. I got a little nervous that it could have been Aura Sphere, so now we are down a shield. They swap into their Gyarados, but they realize this is a wrap because they have Dragon Breath, and we're going to be taking that win. Next battle, we're met with a Togekiss. We've discussed this as well. Now I'm going to tell you how this kind of works out for me here. I will let the charge move go. It depends on how I feel. For a lot of the earlier game battles, I was shielding it up, but after a while, I just started letting their Ancient Power go. This is what they were going to throw for the most part. And yes, you're going to obviously lose this here. As long as we got a shield out of them, we're looking pretty good. So what we want to do is bringing the Excadrill. I mean, we could bring in the Snorlax, but they immediately swap into their Dragonite here, which is great. They're locked in here, and, well, look at the damage. They can let the first one go, which is eh. And, yes, we have to kind of contemplate whether or not they're going to throw Focus Blast or not, or Superpower, and they're throwing that right away, so good call on the shield there. And now we're going to go for the Rock Slide. I'm assuming we're going to, not get a shield out of them. We're going to just let it go down. Sounds good to me. 1-to-1 shield, and we still have a whole Snorlax in the back. Bringing in Gyarados with Waterfall, and I would assume they're going to shield this up. Yeah, that would have done a lot of damage. So as soon as they use that shield, we're going to go ahead and swap into our Snorlax and start throwing these Body Slams, which are going to do quite a bit of damage to the Shadow Gyarados over there. Hard-hitting son of a gun for sure, but man, it really can't take a hit. Alright, so we're going to be using our last shield, and they're swapping into their Togekiss. Now, I'm going to have to take this time here, take advantage of this, to farm a little extra so we're ready to go up against that Gyarados, and that's exactly what we did. And since we did that, we're going to be able to take the win here with the Snorlax at the end, and we're looking good. Let's keep it moving here. Next opponent, what are we going to see? Alright, bad lead, okay. But we got 2 counters to that, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Snorlax, and there it is, the Haxorus with counter that is going to absolutely destroy my backline 100%. And what makes Haxorus even more deadly nowadays, not even just because it kind of has counter, right? But now it has Breaking Swipe, so it's actively lowering your attack while it's just destroying you with counter and going to be able to farm you down. Have a Breaking Swipe ready to go to lower the next Pokemon's attack. And yeah, of course, we can bring in Primarina. Everything's all good and dandy, but there's pretty much no chance for for Snorlax or Excadrill to take this thing out unless it's shield dry or you've got like 100 energy. Alright, so what's going on? We bring in Excadrill. It's our only hope. We know they have a Metagross, and now we've seen their other Pokemon, which is going to be Dragonite. So they got a Steel and 2 Dragons. Okay, it's a pretty decent team here, but we need to win this matchup. I mean, we've got Primarina in the back. If we can get to a Hydro Pump, we can pull it off, but getting there requires at least 30 seconds of energy charging, and that is ridiculous. So good luck on that there. We're going to go ahead and let that go. At this point, we're thinking, okay, well, we've got to make it to Hydro Pump. I mean, there is no ifs, ands, or buts around this one here. And looks like we're going to be getting there. Now, this should be enough to take them out. And this is why I go with the freaking Hydro Pump on Primarina. And we're taking that win. Just wait until this thing has Hydro Cannon. Just wait until they give this thing a fast charging, energy gaining move. You're going to be wanting to use it a lot. Okay. Then Primarina is going to be on the map. Alright, so we have a Florges. Fairy versus Fairy. Let's go. Now, I've seen very few people running Petal Blizzard on this thing, which could give you a little bit of coverage for Primarina or Excadrill specifically. But I really don't recommend you run that. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and swap into our Snorlax. They're getting off a Moonblast, and we've used a shield. I don't think they've used any at this point, and they swap into a Snorlax or to a... Oh, no, they've used one, and they swap into a Dragonite. Alright, so we let it go. We survive with 1 HP. They get a couple more farm in there. And, of course, you already know we're going to be bringing Primarina here. So we're going to farm them down. I would assume they're going to hit a superpower before they do go down to do as much damage as they can do. And there it is. Okay, got that Excadrill lying in wait. We immediately swap. Now, if there's a Gyarados with, I don't know, Dragon Breath, we can pull it off. Even if it has Waterfall, I think we can pull it off maybe. But let's see what happens. What do they catch? Oh, it's a Haxorus. Okay, so this is still doable. Abso-freaking-lutely. Well, I don't know. Oh, now it is. Now it is. Now it is. We got to the actual drill run at 1 HP, and now it is actually going to be doable because we're going to farm them down and then go for the Disarming Voice, and we take the win. If we were not able to get off that drill run, it was going to be a drill one. It's going to be a wrap. Next battle, what are we going to see? Togekiss. Okay, sounds good to me. So Snorlax can beat it. Excadrill can beat it. And Primarina is a little bit of a tie because even if they shield this up and then I shield this up, their charm is doing a little bit more damage, as you can see here. Well, it's not so much that it's doing more, but I think Togekiss is tankier. That's the issue here. All right, so we let it go. Like we've discussed, we got a shield out of them, and at this point, we're going to take advantage of farming a little bit extra. Could have farmed a little bit more. What, farmed like 10 extra energy there? Okay. They have a Primarina with Waterfall. I immediately swap. They are down a shield here, so I could go for the big one. But if I go for the superpower right out the gate, we're going to lower our defense. So I don't know what we should do here. We're going to go ahead and just bait them and see if we can get their shield first. And they let it go. This one, I think I just keep going Body Slam, and it is going to be, a rough one here. Going for a drill run, of course. Getting to another body. Should have won damn superpower right out the gate, huh? woulda, coulda, shoulda, and we're farming them down, and that's pretty good since we haven't debuffed ourselves. Since we're going to be able to hit this body slam, we could potentially be looking at a win here, but that thing does have what, waterfall? Yeah, we're gonna... Don't they still have a shield left? Okay, now we need to get to one more draw one. Can we do it? And we do. We do with about a couple HP. Excadrill putting in that work, and we're taking the win with it, with those shield left as well. Let's freaking go. So I do believe this is going to be a 5-0. Yeah, nice little 5-0 we got here. And let's go ahead and keep it moving to see what we're going to be seeing for the next battle here. Like I said, this is a great team. You should give it a shot. You will not be disappointed if you keep leading Primarina. Yeah, you get bad leads, but right about now, it depends on what you got in the back too. But I'm going to have to say you're going to have about a 60% to 70% good lead with Primarina. It's just a matter of how you can handle the Pokemon in the back, right? Haxorus at the back is an absolute nuisance, so there is that to consider. All right, so we're looking pretty good in this situation, winning the swap here. They're bringing in Dragonite, and well, Excadrill is just a little... This thing is awesome. There is no other way to put it. Great for raids and great for PvP. Alright, Excadrill putting in that work, the smallest but hardest hitting. They've got a Swampert back there, so we bring in our Snorlax to handle the situation. Primarina could have done that, but I want the alignment for the other Pokemon later, so let's see what we got here. Gonna keep on obviously spamming these body slams as fast as we can, and we're gonna be getting our first shield out of them while we're still holding on to 2. We could let another Hydro Cannon go easy money and then just easily farm them down with Primarina here. I wasn't counting, so unfortunately they do have 2 Hydro Cannons because Swampert is so damn spammy. So we're going to be using our first shield and hitting our first body slam here and kind of forcing them to kind of use their last bit of energy. But they're going to be retreating and swapping into their Dragonite, trying to take out my Snorlax, but we're not playing that damn game. So we immediately swap into the Primarina, farm them down, still holding onto a shield. Now they could, never mind. I was going to say, if we let them... If they threw and they had a sludge wave, it could have been bad. But it doesn't matter. We got a shield left, and we take the win. All right, let's keep it moving here. So we're going to go ahead and collect our items. Okay, we completed that challenge. Yeah, good stuff. All right, did you buy the ticket? I don't know. Was it worth it? Yeah, come on. It's $1, and it gives you so much Stardust. Okay, next battle. Show me the waterfall. Oh, yeah, baby. We've got the charm, neutral. Well, they've got the not very effective waterfall. Now, what's the difference in this situation here? Well, they can get to the charge move faster. They didn't throw. Don't know why. Maybe they had Moonblast. That's the only assumption there, but you will get to the Disarming Voice first with Waterfall. Okay, so they're bringing in a Gyarados, and at this time, we know that they're completely screwed if they're bringing in a Gyarados with Dragon Breath. They've either got another Dragon back there or a Fighter. All right, I don't know why they didn't bring Excadrill in to begin with, but okay. Whatever it is, we're going to take that win there as they see my Excadrill and back out. Next battle, Garchomp. Do you see this? All right, so they're swapping it. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. They are in big trouble. So let me tell you a little strategy. What I could have done here to make this even infinitely more comfortable for me is stay in there with the Primarina until they throw the charge move. And then once they throw, we bring in the Snorlax. Everything that Gyarados has is not very effective to Primarina. We could have used it to absorb it while also gaining more energy. And then we didn't have to worry about potentially shielding and back and forth in this situation to win the swap again, like they are doing right here by using both freaking shields because they know they're in a bad position and they need to get that swap with the Gyarados or the Garchomp because it's a loss immediately. I mean, Earth Power is neutral. And we're winning with 2 shields. They bring in Togekiss. And we bring in Excadrill here, and as soon as they see that, they back out. And that's the rock, paper, scissors game in the Go Battle League. Everybody knows it, and the people who are ignorant to it, they know it. They're just being stupid and they don't want to admit it because we're all saying it, and, well, you guys know. I love seeing the comments where you tell me that somebody was talking about me in one of their live streams. Good, that's good. Good, let them obsess over me. Let them constantly think about Poke8K running through their mind and thinking about me and talking about the algorithm. It's a good thing. You know what that's called? That's called being in somebody's head rent-free. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. If you're confused at what that was before, I'm not trying to undermine your intelligence, but there's some people just don't know the phrases. Believe me, I see all these comments. Well, let's just be rent-free in their head. What's the big deal? Before I would have been like, who is it? Show me who it was. I'll go on their Twitter and be like, hey, what are you talking crap? Who cares? There are nobodies. They're never gonna pick up traction. Who cares? All right, let's get back into this though. We're looking good. We got that Metagross out here. Put it on the pressure to that big boy. We're gonna go ahead and shield this up. I don't know what's going on with this battle. I really don't. But I'm going for Disarming Voice on Metagross here, it looks like. No more shields, and we're farming them down with Primarina. Gyarados is in a little bit of a jam. Don't think that this is going to be enough to KO, but this looks pretty close. If it does, then there's Excadrill screwed. All right, yeah, we're going to be able to take this win here, and we're looking pretty good. Not hitting a single one of those bubbles because we don't need to. Moving it on to our next opponent. What do we got? Oh, show me another waterfall. You know what? You know what, folks? Look, look, look. So far, so good here, obviously. You can go ahead and take a look at what's going on here. And this is where I first found out if I could take the hit. See, I can go on to, websites and find out simulations for battles, but I'd rather find out in the field myself. I'd rather get shot in the shoulder and then heal myself on the battlefield and figure things out. I know you're like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm being sarcastic, okay. But let's talk about something. Okay, I started seeing everybody wearing the Giovanni suit now. The jacket. At least the top part. That's the final piece you get after you complete all of, 20. You have to beat 20 of him. I'm not quite there because I'm not just trying to speed through it, and I'm not wasting my rocket radars on a bunch of Reggie crap. Okay, but all of a sudden, everybody had it. Just out of the blue, everybody was wearing it. And I was thinking, you know what? There's no way in hell that a percentage of these are not bots. But then they back out. I wonder if they program bots to back out in a scenario where it's a loss to make it extremely convincing that it's not a bot, okay? Because we have already caught them red-handed. So if you're thinking to yourself, well, there's no bots in general, you're crazy. And don't bring up conspiracy theory, because that does not apply to this. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's a program in a game to keep it at a 50% win rate. And if there's nobody in the damn game, then there's somebody for you to battle. It's not a conspiracy. There's so many people out here with too many watch too many TV shows on and they don't know what the hell that actually means. So no, it's not that. It's essentially to keep the system going if there's not enough people, because it is also based off your geolocation. I've battled a lot of people that are actually within my vicinity that I personally have known, and it's not a coincidence that we just all of a sudden matched up with each other. Yeah, and if you don't have too many people in your area, then it'll kind of obviously branch out into further places, and it could be across the world. So I'm not saying you're only battling local people, okay? That's how a lot of games actually do work. They try to pick up closest by, and then if there's nothing, then they pick up everything by. So we are kind of veering off, really going on a little bit of a ramble here. But again, back to the Giovanni jackets. I started seeing a lot of people with that. And yeah, it is about the time where people are going to be able to get that, I guess. But it was just a little weird to me. But anyways, Primarina, fantastic Pokemon. If you're having your doubts to power it up, don't. Just use an Elite TM when it gets Hydro Cannon in like a year or something or less. Thank you for watching and take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!